Oh yeah, pipe smokers. Yeah, this is the Paul Gilson YouTube channel. I'm Paul Gilson, aka Paul the Pipe Guy, and happy Sunday. It's Sunday, May 19th, 2024. Yeah. Let's start something right on fire. I've got my Mr. Briar poker pipe. Love this pipe. Let's set it on fire. I've got some 3.5-year-old Scotty's butternut burley in it. Yeah. Mm. Mm. Wow, that tastes so good. Yeah. So I kind of feel bad. I have fallen behind on my comments, responding to your comments. Normally, I'm very religious about that, you know. But so I sat today and went back for about a week or so and responded to some of your awesome comments. Thank you. Love to see comments on my videos, and I think as a presenter, I owe it to everyone who makes a comment to, respond in some way. Yeah, so so happy Sunday. Yeah, so I've been working on this pipe here. And we're sanding her. I got to get down in the corners here, in between the shank and the bowl. But we're sanding her down, and what I'm doing is I'm leaving the stem on, because the last thing you want when you sand a pipe down is all of a sudden the shank is smaller than the stem. You don't want that. So when you're gently sanding it, everything is coming out so it's nice and smooth and even. Got to make sure that everything is totally straight on that pipe, so that when it's straight, when the stem is straight on the shank, everything is nice and smooth and matches up evenly. Yeah. So that's where we've gotten so far with it, And I've got some mahogany stain that I'm going to do. Somebody had mentioned, though, that to actually use beeswax on it, sand it down and use beeswax on it, which I don't have any beeswax or anything. I've never really dealt with beeswax. But I do have a buffing wheel and carnauba wax, and I may or may not just leave this a natural finish instead of staying in it. Depends on, if I can get those spot right there that may be a little difficult to get out. If that doesn't come out, I'm definitely going to stain that pipe, and then I'm going to go over it with carnauba wax and a buffing wheel and give it a glass finish, both the stem and the bowl. Yeah. So, so my sandpaper came in. Starting out with some 100 grit, which is pretty aggressive for wood, and then, I'll move up the different grades and get finer and finer until I have a silky smooth finish. Yes. Oh yeah. Oh, so cheers. Yeah. All right. Bush beer here. So somebody else had mentioned that they'd rather buy new pipes and than vintage pipes. And then, when they pass them down after they pass on, somebody else can deal with deghosting their pipes. I agree with that. I have a fair amount of brand new pipes. But the thing I love about vintage pipes, I've always liked woodworking. I like projects like that. So I like to take something that looks just gnarly and disgusting like that and you know, turn it into, something like that. Or, even better yet, where the hell did, I don't know, I can't find that other pipe. I guess it doesn't matter. I wish I could find that pipe. Dang. But anyways, and then we have another project here that I got in those pipes that I haven't decided what I want to do with the shape on it or anything yet, but we're going to figure it out. It's a pretty good chunk of briar. They did cut it down real close there. That's about as close as you can get. Although I do have a Danish made pipe that actually is even thinner than that on the crown of the bowl, and goes up all the way around. Now I'm wondering where that damn pipe went, man, that I wanted to show you. Got so much stuff here. Ah, well, it'll turn up. Oh, yeah, here it is. Yeah, so, I like to take junker pipes like that and, turn them into stuff like that, That turned out nice. Yeah. Beautiful briar. Sawdust is making me sneeze a bit. Oh, yeah. So I have polished up some vintage pipes on a buffing wheel before. What I did is I watched several videos on it. And I got a bar, looks like a big candy bar, of black diamond. So the buffing wheel has two cotton wheels, one on either side. The one side is where you put the black diamond. What that does is that actually kind of smooths out everything, removes the grime, and then the other side is used strictly for carnauba wax. And that gives your pipes a glass-like finish. But there's been some real old vintage pipes that I don't want to touch. So, I'll use Decatur hand wax on them. I don't want to take the patina off of them. Yeah, we'll be right back in a nanosecond. Oh yeah, so loving the Scotty's butternut burley. I did sand on the briar pipe a little bit more. Now, the one thing that you probably wouldn't notice, all right, if you run your finger along where the stem meets the shank, it's smooth. But I need to sand it longer because, see, I work at a machine shop where some of our tolerances have to be within the thickness of a human hair, which is 0.003 of an inch. So my eye is trained. There's probably a master pipe maker would be. I can see where, yeah, it meets the stem meets the shank. But then when I get up here, it's a little bit higher here. You probably wouldn't even notice that, but I notice it, and to me, that would bother me because I'm restoring this. I'm going on full on resto. And that would bother me. So what I'm going to have to do is take my sandpaper and gently just keep sanding down, further down on the stem until we get that little bump out. Yeah, that's even getting better right there. And you probably would never notice it, but there's two functions of a pipe. One is it has to smoke good, and two is it has to look good. So if I'm going to do this, I'm going to definitely do it right. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to smooth down that little hump that's probably maybe twice the thickness of the hair. But I can see it, and it bothers me. Ah, there we go. Yeah. Now that, to me, looks much better. And I'm going to continue sanding on this pipe. It does have a couple of factory fills, but now that I'm sanding it down, you really can't really notice them that much. There's one right there, and there's one that's pretty noticeable to me right there. I can sand down on that a little more, and it may even that out, because I'm not sure really what pipe makers use for a factory fill, but I suspect it's probably just really wood putty. You know? Yeah, so she's coming out a bit more. Yeah. Just going to keep sanding on her. And I'm going to take it in stride. Because I haven't decided whether I want to do this as a natural pipe that will actually, even after you polish it, it's going to darken with age. Or if I want to do this and stain it a mahogany color. Mahogany is pretty dark. So, I don't know. I'm going to let the briar tell me what it wants. That I don't like, and I don't know how much it, even though it's getting less and less and less, don't know if I'm going to really be able to get that out. That dark stain. Don't know if it's going to come out. So, we're at 1,046 or 47 or 48 subscribers, or 1,147, 46 something subscribers. I ordered this 14-inch Gandaloff pipe, and after 10 days, I'm looking at the tracking and it's going nowhere. So I emailed the seller and they said, "Oh, we're really, really sorry. It's kind of fallen off the map. So we're going to get another one right out to you." So, you know, that's not their fault. They ship it, and then they're not the ones that are delivering it to my home. So, you know, I'm still going to give them a good rating. They're making it right. So we'll see. But that's going to be one of the pipes that I'm giving away. I may totally refinish this. I may keep it for myself, or after it's totally refinished, I may give it away. I do have another pipe that's a meerschaum lined pipe that's actually vintage, that's unsmoked. And that one I'm definitely is going to be part of my 1,000 sub giveaway. Yeah. So it's just coming out. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And that's kind of reducing a little bit. But I don't know. I got to look at it this way, too, you know. It hasn't sanded down far enough where it's looking out of shape. Let's see if we can give it some good old Paul Gilson 1, 2, 3. And really sand on this. Let's see if we can get that mark out, but I suspect not. It's a stain deep in the briar that I don't think will come out. It could go, I could be sanding forever. You know, don't know. I don't know. Do know this. Whatever the outcome of this briar is, whatever the outcome of this pipe is, I am a perfectionist. And it will be nice. Yeah, I don't know. It's getting a little smaller, that stain, but I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Just getting there. I got into the nooks and crannies here a little better. Still have to do a better job. Like I said, I'm a perfectionist. I've always been a perfectionist. I figure if you're going to do it the best you can. Yeah. Anyways, it's our Sunday. Smoke together, yeah. I'm Paul the Pipe Guy, over and out.